Hey guys, and welcome to the Confused Gamer. This is Confused, taking a look at Star Wars The Old Republic, the Jedi Knight class. This class is most commonly found fulfilling the roles of tanking and DPSing. I suppose the equivalent to a warrior in World of Warcraft, which would be the nearest comparison to what we're to Star Wars The Old Republic as an MMORPG. Coming up is our first choice, right here. You get 3 choices, and you can either choose using the mouse or the 1, 2 and 3 buttons on your keyboard. I choose 1, clicking with the mouse, but you could press 1 on the keyboard as well and use your mouse for other things. Not quite sure what, but you could. There are many of these dialogue sequences throughout the whole game. They're a feature that BioWare hopes to function as the main immersive feature to the game. It kind of brings a realism that you can influence the way that things work by your speech and your choices. So it kind of gives you, I suppose, the user a control over the game, and lets you have a handle on situations. And you can, so for an example, later on in the game, you get to choose as to whether you want to kill someone or not, and that obviously gives you light side or dark side points, which is a new system brought in by BioWare that allows, say, Sith to come over to the good side by gaining light side points, which is not a scenario explored in the setup films and the lore. So that's a new one that BioWare have thrown in there, and that's very helpful. But yeah, generally these can be seen throughout the whole game, and there's a lot of these dotted throughout the whole game, and it brings to the immersion. You get 2 main attacks, slash and strike, and you get a kind of warrior-like stance and a permanent buff. That's a permanent buff, and this is a temporary buff. Again, here you get introspection, which allows you to regain health and force power, which is all expended by your abilities. This is pretty much the same for everything else. All the other classes get named slightly differently. Here we come to a flight path, which you can see is pretty much the equivalent to the Griffin things you get in World of Warcraft, and allows you to travel quickly from one place to another while enjoying the environment that BioWare have pieced together here, which does look very nice. Combat, which is one of the main parts of this game, is very nice. Although it does lack the realism of lightsabers, chopping people into tiny kibble pieces. It's really a small detail and otherwise a polished combat system. It's pretty fluid, and the movement's pretty nice. In relation to the class, these guys have a choice to be tanks or DPSs. This relates to roles in dungeons and endgame content such as raids. So kind of when you get to level 50, you'll be able to experience those instances with groups of other players. You can even see the bounty hunter getting involved in some tanking. That's how wide the class specs are in here, so you're not really limited to one role, which is so much better and gives the user a bigger choice of what to do, really. As you can see, you get a holocron. Each character gets a holocron, so when you're on the move, you can still hand in your quests, which eliminates the time running back and forth between quest givers. And this really allows you. It also allows you to engage in conversation, as you can see here. I'm going to let you listen to this one, and it's only a little snippet, but it's quite cool.
I know how to use them. I've been evacuated to a med center, but the fighting isn't over.
I'll push back the enemy, whatever it takes.
We need to stop them at the source. Another Padawan found a cave tunnel the Flesh Raiders used to enter this valley. I need you at that tunnel, making sure the Flesh Raiders don't get any more reinforcements through it.
And it just eliminates running time and gives you some time to actually play the game instead of running all the time. As you can see, here's a map, which is bound to the M key on your keyboard, obviously. But the difference here is you can use it while moving. As you can see, it becomes transparent as you start moving. So it kind of eliminates the standing still and looking at where you need to go, and then standing still again to update yourself on where you are and in relation to where you need to go. And just allows you to press M while you're running and kind of direct yourself at it, and still be able to glean some information off the map and use it. Otherwise, you're still sitting around wasting time. These are all kind of put in here by BioWare as time-saving features, so you have more time to actually enjoy the mechanics of the game, rather than standing around figuring out what to do. So you can do that on the move, really, which is quite nice. Coming up, I just thought I'd show you what levelling looked like. Here I am levelling up to level 2, what to do. And it's a really nice graphic, to be honest. If you have a look at it, and then they fly off, and it's really well put together, to be honest. No expense spared, and the graphical quality there. I mean, you can even adjust the tree quality, for flip's sake. It's flipping crazy. I mean, how much more detailed do you want the game to get? It's absolutely mental. You can change all kinds of things in the settings. Just have a play around, obviously depending on your graphics card, but there are so many options. In the starting areas, you get guides, as you can see up to the right-hand side there. In the Origin worlds, BioWare offer new players kind of a dummies guide to the game, I suppose, showing you how to do things like move and accept quests, you know, silly things like that, but things that new players want to do, because if you haven't played an MMO before, this is all pretty alien to you. And if you've done it, you can just do what I do, open them and close them. Plenty of customization options, to be honest, and you can turn those on and off in the settings if you want to. There's no need to have them on. So the actual class itself, it's been thoroughly enjoyable to play. The detail in the combat is immersive, and I'll definitely be levelling this up and putting out an advanced class video as soon as possible, with a little more detail concerning the actual class mechanics and all that kind of good stuff. Okay guys, this has been Confused, and we have just taken a look at the Jedi Knight class starting area in Star Wars The Old Republic. Over and out. Just a quick note, if you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that subscribe button and thumbing up this video. Or maybe, if you're really out there, head over to and take a gander at our Facebook page and Twitter page. All these links are on the right hand side of our channel page. Cheers guys.